Fáilte everyone, you are very, very welcome to our Chocolais, our house of healing, our house of light, for this Earth Hour.
Uair speisialta, uair nefa, uair one. A very, very beautiful and special hour that we have together. And of course, for those who live close to nature, every hour is an Earth Hour, and yet there is something very beautiful and special about this annual occasion where 1 hour is asked of all of us to reduce our energy so that we allow the lights and so forth in our places of participation to be taken down. And may this hour be for the earth, but also for us as ones who walk or seek to walk lightly upon the earth. Olá Beara from the Beara Peninsula in the southwestern tip of Cork. We join you from our house, and indeed we glanced out the windows into the mountains around us and saw so little light, so many people in their houses participating in this Earth Hour. Fáilte, fáilte, gacéine. Sakara Knesi, welcome, welcome to all in the four corners of the world.
It's Chroí. My name is Karen, and I am one half of Chroí, the pathway of the heart. We're a school of Irish Celtic shamanism here in Ireland, and the wonderful Deirdre has invited us once again, as she is the coordinator of Earth Hour in Ireland, and she has been called once more to invite us to make an offering that is something we co-create together. There'll be a cúpla focal, a little bit of Irish. There will be a recognition of this auspicious time that we live in, and then there will be an Imram wonder voyage, very, very special one, followed by a fire ceremony.
There is something very beautiful from our experience of Earth Hour. We're so privileged to be invited back by Deirdre to offer on this special time each year, that the coziness that's created is so welcome in reducing the energy expenditure and therefore bringing the lights down where we are, but indeed the coziness of community. And also we're very aware of when we take small simple steps such as turning off the lights in our homes for this special hour, that our senses can be activated in non-ordinary ways, that our physical bodies, our emotional bodies, our psychological bodies react because the energy in the field where we are, where we live and where we participate simply changes, and we really can respond to that. And there can be a beautiful magic in terms of what we're able to feel in this special hour, what we're able to sense in this special hour about nature, about Mother Earth, about ourselves, about our place in the matrix of all of nature. And so without making any promises, just to enjoy what may be possible in this special hour. If it's your first time, we recognize some people returning again year after year, and perhaps that speaks of the special sacredness, but also the magic of Earth Hour.
And of course, if on your Saturday night you're out busy, we know that this recording will be available, and many of you have shared how precious it is that they have the opportunity to share this later on. Let us talk a little bit about Earth Hour 2024. It is quite auspicious because we fall 2 days after the spring equinox and 2 days before a lunar eclipse with the sap moon. And this is quite interesting because spring equinox, as autumn equinox, is all about balance and harmony. And therefore the harmony and the balance that we have, we humans, with Mother Nature, with the earth. And we have here today, we picked can see beautiful daffodils, there's yellow gorse, there's dandelions that are now closed, and then there's some primrose. And we were talking earlier on about how wise Mother Earth is, that she offers at this time yellow flowers, an abundance of yellow. And if you think about it, at other times of the year, in the summer, in the autumn, there's an abundance of beautiful coloured flowers of many different hues. But there's something about the yellow. It really speaks of hope, of optimism, of a time in our year that is very much about bringing hope for the time ahead. If you think of our ancestors, they would have been sitting in the cold, dark, damp here in Ireland winter, yearning for the light to return, for the sense of new life they could see in the fields with the animals, the women could feel within their bellies, and also, of course, in the renewal of the crops. So there was a real sense that survival would keep going over the next year. So it was really, really interesting liminal time of our year. And of course, the earth mirrors that, not only with the stretch in the evenings and that balanced time of equal night and equal day at the equinox, but also in the beautiful examples of the plants and the flowers that we see. Yellow, sunshine, yes, the light is returning. And of course, if we think of our day and the sunshine, there is Shan Vohergalach, Grandmother Moon, with the full rising full moon. She's up there now. In fact, as we noted, many households have their lights turned off, but the moon is shining very brightly here, and she will be full on Monday night here in the Celtic Isles, known as the sap moon here. And of course, we think of that expression, your sap rising, that we get a boost, a rejuvenation, if you will, at this time of the year. And of course, with a lunar eclipse, always a special time, one for us to pause and to note, here are the earth, the sun and the moon in that celestial dance where there's a covering, there's a partial this time coming to the divine masculine and the divine feminine in the form of the sun and the moon dancing around the earth. So we thought, how apt that we are celebrating the earth, and not just celebrating her glory, her abundance, the fecundity, the fertility, but really coming into that balance and alignment, the harmonious relationship we have with her. I'm sure many of us here are very conscious of how we can look after Mother Earth. And it might be we recycle, we pick up litter, but also let us acknowledge that our physical bodies, we are part of the earth as well. And how well do we look after ourselves? Is there a self-care and a nurturing aspect? And indeed, perhaps what we're offering this evening might be that for you.
It's said in Irish mythology, when the first humans arrived on the land, they were met by three sisters, the three goddesses, Banba, Érul and Fowla. And of course we come to you from Ireland, the Irish for Ireland, Éireann. But the word Éireann comes from one of the three goddesses, Érul. So in truth, the island is named after Érul, and of the three goddesses, Érul, the goddess of sovereignty. And if Earth Hour really is about us remembering and celebrating and coming into alignment with Mother Earth, it's coming into a memory and an alignment, a celebration of her sovereignty. And this really guides the offering myself and Karen bring to you in Earth Hour 2024. that we open ourselves more during this special hour to the sovereignty of Mother Earth. For I often share with those we teach, especially abroad, or those who come and work with us from over the ocean, that Ireland, whenever we say Ireland, we are really saying Goddess of Sovereignty each time we speak of this island. And so no matter what land you live upon, in whatever hemisphere, in whatever corner of the world, that the invitation and the intention in our offering is that in this special hour when we reduce our energy and take down the lights around us, that we give ourselves an opportunity to come into a deep remembering and intimacy and connection and celebration of the sovereignty of the land, the sovereignty of Mother Earth. As we said, we come to you here from the Beara Peninsula, and this peninsula is known as An Cailleach Beara, and the Cailleach translates as the hag or the crone. For many, the grandmother spirit that's in the land, that's in the climate here, especially in this part of the wild southwest coast. And indeed today the wind was wild. In other words, we would say the Cailleach was very much with us throughout the day. And that fierce teaching, that shaking up of us, certainly by the gales today, is very much intrinsic in the landscape here of An Cailleach Beara. And we wish to share that because the teaching that can come from the land can be different to where you live, to where we live, but there can always be direct teaching from the land. Our ancestors, as we do today, speak of the teaching of the landscape here in Beara as the Cailleach, that the wisdom, but sometimes the ferocity of the crone, of the hag that's in the landscape. Some even refer to her as Grandmother Earth, so that the teaching of the land during Earth Hour, in combination with her natural sovereignty, this really inspires our offering. And we invite you to be open to hearing a direct voice from the personality of Mother Earth as she is, where you are right now in the growing darkness we're going to co-create for Earth Hour, and at the same time allowing her natural sovereignty to be remembered and experienced by us.
And we invite you, if comfortable, to put into the chat your name and where you're from. We are already an international group. We see our dear friend from New Zealand, a dear friend from the United States, and from all the four corners of Ireland. But it would be lovely if you put that into the chat, or indeed you might want to put it in your name as it appears on the screen. Also, you might want to change the view so that you can see everybody in the gallery, and there's that real sense of the community here live, and also of course the community that are watching this recording. But as we humans turn up to be here and acknowledge and celebrate Mother Earth, we also acknowledge the unseen, those from the spiritual realms who work and come and play and are with us, guiding us in our journey in this lifetime, so that we have, in fact, a very strong and beautiful community. As we begin now to look towards dimming our lights, turning them down, so that we can truly honour Earth Hour with our Imram. It is my honour to begin to turn the lights down. We'll have some candlelight as John explains how we will journey together in a few moments.
The journey in the Irish language, well, we use the word Imram. Singular Imram, plural Imrama. Imrama meaning the wonder voyages that are part of the Irish tradition of wandering beyond the ordinary, through the veils, we like to say, into the other world. And this is a very natural pursuit and intention, to wander into nature, as is the invitation in Earth Hour, and with a little bit of guidance with my voice, but more than that, the sound of an Beara, the drum. And the drum, of course, if you place a flat palm of your hand upon your beating heart, that's how close you are always to the drum. And of course, the first music we hear is the beating heart of our birth mothers. We come into the world with a drum being played consistently for the 9 months or thereabouts of our early life. So no surprise that our ancestors, in creating the first musical instrument, had reference for that beating drum. And in creating the drum, often with the gift of animal skin, that it created the opportunity to celebrate the heartbeat of our universal mother, Mother Earth. And so as I reach for the Beara and bring that heartbeat, to allow that primal music to find you, but also to carry you. My voice will act like a tour guide, and just like any tour guide, the guide doesn't organize your experience. The tour guide just simply points out perhaps the best way to find locations for the best experience. But my voice is not going to organize your experience. That will be directly relationship and perhaps revelation between you and nature. If Earth Hour is bringing a gift to us all, it's to allow the separation between us and nature, between us and Mother Earth, to dissolve, and to disappear, so that more and more we grow and live as organisms, entwined and part of the tapestry of nature, so that we don't see ourselves taking care of nature, because that language speaks of us being outside or observers of nature, that we can be caretakers of nature and be part of nature intrinsically ourselves. And so, as Karen brought flower, some local flowers to show, there's a beautiful saying in shamanism that if you truly want to understand the universe, first you must understand a blade of grass and the beauty of the blossom of a flower, just like the grass, offering us an opportunity to come into extraordinary engagement with the beauty and the wonder of the universe. Of course, we find ourselves as earthlings living upon this blue planet. One of the things that's always available to us is the blade of grass, or particularly here in spring in Northern Hemisphere, the new flowers. And to allow Earth Hour to inspire you to spend time, perhaps with a blade of grass, perhaps with the blossom of a flower, and allowing yourself to come into the magic, the complexity, the mystery of all of creation through the portal of the flower or the blade of grass. Shortly, we'll begin that Imram, where we'll take a journey from where we are into nature, to be called into the universe of nature. In this Imram, we'd like you to be open to receiving a gift. In this Imram, we'd like you to be open to receiving direct guidance from Mother Earth, of her sovereignty, but also her request of you as a caretaker of the earth. And so in this Imram, we receive and we seek to learn. Shortly, we're going to complete the reduction of light here. And so you might even like, during the Imram, to reduce the light where you are, even by placing even an item of fabric even over the brightness of the screen of the device you are using, for seeing myself and Karen in the darkness is perhaps not as important as hearing on Baron and hearing my voice during the Imram. And so now we're going to take down the last remaining light here in our room. And let's take perhaps 3 gentle, slow breaths, allowing ourselves to come to terms that we're now choosing as a community to reduce our use of energy, to be kinder to the environment, kinder to Mother Earth. But let now the darkness that holds all of us to bring us closer together. Allowing 3 breaths to help us find and drift into that togetherness a little deeper. And so may we ready ourselves now, as our ancestors did, especially at powerful times like this of full moon, and especially at highly potent occasions when full moon coincided with major Earth-Sun alignments such as Onconox, equinox. If comfortable, sitting or lying down, ensuring you can hear the sound of my voice and on Baron. If sitting, becoming aware of the connection of the soles of your feet to the floor, to the earth, to the mother. If lying down, becoming aware of all of the contact surfaces of your physical body, held by all that supports you underneath. Seeing your physical body being held by Mother Earth. Once again, taking 3 gentle, slow, deep breaths. Just as our ancestors did, arriving to this island thousands of years ago, may we all hear now the voice of the 3 sisters, the triple goddesses, as a chorus saying to us, "We are the land. We are the wind that blows, the rivers that flow. We are the sky you see, the bogs you walk. We are the land." Allowing yourself now to hear the heartbeat. Foam and Chroí, the music of the heart, the first music you ever heard. the heartbeat of An Bóireáin to bring you now into the womb of Mother Earth, you, her child, hearing her heartbeat. Notice what it's like for you to be a child now in the womb of Mother Earth. Nothing needs to happen. Simply be held by our Mother. Close to her heart. The music of her heartbeat finding you. Be held. Let go. With every breath, giving yourself over to the heartbeat of Mother Earth. Allowing now the music of her heart to carry you. To carry you to a place of nature the Mother wishes to bring you. The energy of the heartbeat moving you now to a place of nature Mother Earth calls you to. As you travel, this may be to a place of nature already known to you, or perhaps unfamiliar. Let the heartbeat of Mother Earth carry you, guide you, keep you safe. Wandering now, carried by the heartbeat of Mother Earth, beginning now to see this place of nature Mother Earth wishes to bring you. Let the heartbeat carry you deeper and deeper into this place of nature. What do you see there? What do you touch there? What do you smell there? What do you hear there? taste there. Opening up with all of your senses, alive to all the energies in this place of nature. Trusting your senses, trusting the energy of the heartbeat of Mother Earth now, to bring you to a place where lies waiting for you a gift from Mother Earth. Yourself permission now to receive this gift. And as this gift is held by you, allow the gift to bring you deeper and deeper into the sovereignty of the Mother, Earth Mother. Her sovereignty, holding the gift given to you. Allow yourself now to hear directly from this place of nature. The teaching. Directly from the heart of Mother Earth to you, from the Sovereign Mother, her teaching. Before leaving this place of nature, taking your gift with you, finding your way of speaking now to the Mother of her sovereignty, finding your own way of speaking now of your learning that comes from her teaching. Return to this place of nature, beginning now to prepare for return. Allowing the music of her heartbeat to carry you, bringing you back. Bringing your gift with you, bringing back the sensation of her sovereignty, bringing back the learning from her teaching, letting Beara carry you. Energy of the heartbeat to bring you back now to where you began. Before opening your eyes, become aware of the contact of the soles of your feet with the earth if sitting. become aware of the earth beneath you holding you if lying down. Choosing now to take 3 deep breaths, in through the nose and out through the mouth if comfortable. Before shortly opening your eyes, breathe now one strong deep breath into the energy of the gift you have brought back. Breathe a second strong deep breath into your experience of the sovereignty of Mother Earth. Breathe a third strong deep breath into the learning alive in you now, coming directly from the teaching of Mother Earth to you. Before opening your eyes, bringing gentle movement now into extremities like fingers and toes.
Into wrists and ankles. Perhaps interlacing your fingers, and at heart height, press your palms away as you point your toes. And if comfortable now, bring your hands and arms up over your head and push your heels into the ground, and perhaps a little sway from side to side, perhaps even a starfish stretch as the eyes become accustomed to the dark or the candlelight or the daylight, depending on wherever you are. Well done. Fáilte Arash, welcome back. And we are delighted to see so many of you from literally all over the world. New Zealand, Australia, Canada, America, Germany, France, and literally the 4 corners, north, south, east, west of Ireland and the Celtic Isles.
Shortly, just as we did before, bringing a flower close to the camera here, we're going to bring a ceremonial fire close to the camera to illuminate what flows through us now, to illuminate the opportunity to share. That if you are comfortable, you may wish to share with those sharing Earth Hour with you the nature or the energy, the description of the gift that you received. You may like to share the experience of Mother Earth's sovereignty, what that was like for you. You may like to share the learning that has come directly into you from the teaching of Mother Earth. So shortly, as we bring that fire, allow that to help you really sit into the energy of your gift, the energy of Mother Earth's sovereignty, and the learning that comes from the teaching brought to you. And if comfortable, you may like to share some or all of that into chat as we celebrate Earth Hour in our sharings.
And we can see there that Deirdre, the wonderful Deirdre, has her hands up. Deirdre, if you wish to say a few words. perhaps at the end if you wish.
Sorry, I was trying to unmute here. I'm in beautiful Clough-Jordan, and I love how you brought the dandelions into the room. So the very first dandelion has the most nutrients in it for the bees, and the dandelion, when it's yellow, is like the sun, and when it's white, it's like the moon, and if you blow, it's the stars. So we've got a beautiful moon outside here in Clough-Jordan. So I just love the fact that yellow is for courage. And thank you for bringing us the gift of courage with your message again. Thank you. Happy Earth Hour.
Oh, happy Earth Hour, Deirdre, and thank you for all you do, bringing it so much alive and the pertinence here in Ireland and the Celtic Isles. Here we have our fire ceremony, and it is your opportunity now to engage with this in whatever way calls to you, to follow on the beautiful cues that John will give you now as you watch the flame.
And allowing now the fire to really embed into your life the energy of the gift that you have received on the Imran, and reaching towards the flame and bringing the light of the fire into your heart. Bring the light of the fire into the gift, celebrating the gift. Sweeping with your hands into the fire, the light of the sovereignty of Mother Earth. Bringing that sovereignty into your heart, the sovereignty of nature herself. Sweeping with your hands into the fire and bringing the light of your learning that comes directly from Mother Earth's teaching of you in the Imran. You may like to share into chat if you wish the description, the energy of the gift that you have received. To celebrate the sovereignty of Mother Earth and all of nature, if you wish, with words into chat. To celebrate the learning alive in you that comes directly from the teaching of Mother Earth, so that Earth Hour becomes a turning point, a stepping stone in your life, but also in the life of all nature, because we walk now gifted. We walk in a universe that is sovereign. We walk with learning that comes directly from teaching of Mother Earth.
And Shannon is sharing that she's received a blue robin's egg. You are the egg. Do not rush the hatching. It will come. I received a gold torque. Some of you may be familiar with this ancient piece of jewellery that sat around the neck with the open section at the start, which signifies speaking your truth, allowing your voice to speak. In my case, I felt very much for Mother Earth. We have Breda, a great big green emerald from the shores of Allihies, a gift of healing to be shared with all. How wonderful. Amy is sharing a spiral shell from the ocean depths. All places are your home in this womb of mine, the earth. How beautiful. Susanna, I received a lily of the valley flowers. It brought a sense of hope and new beginnings. How wonderful. Brad is sharing a piece of quartz and heard that it is part of me, as we are all a part of each other. Beautiful. Jennifer, Mother Earth brought her an underground world of mycelium networks It's alive under the trees. Her gift was a magic mushroom, and she asked me to help people see how beautiful, really, really, and keep them coming in if you wish. Kushla, Mother Earth's love for my heart from the inside of Ben Bulben. How wonderful. These are really special, and you can see how different everybody's sharings are, because we are all different, and Mother Earth speaks to us in different ways, and indeed at different times in our life, depending on what is going on. John, for you?
Allow Earth Hour now to be a beginning. That yes, shortly we'll be bringing light back into our world and resuming, in a sense, the ordinariness of life, which is necessary. And yet at the same time, let's bring with us Earth Hour, so that Earth Hour doesn't end at a certain moment on our clocks or watches, but that Earth Hour, like a seed, grows with us. And let's give ourselves permission to be changed, to not be the same human we are now that turned up an hour ago. Of course, in many respects we are, but let's give ourselves permission to be changelings, to be growing ever deeper into nature, as nature, to be growing because we are given gifts, to be changed because we experience and know, not just hear about, but we feel, we sense the sovereignty of Mother Earth. We walk differently in the world because we are expanded with new learning coming from the teaching directly from Mother Earth. And here, immediately after Earth Hour, myself and Karen return back into the arms of the wild kayak. And while her wind has softened, we can still hear her calling. The sound of the wind around the rafters of the house. Connected to how Mother Earth turns up directly to you where you live.
May you be called perhaps to plant something this springtime. May you be called in your walks to listen to the bird song, to perhaps pick up pieces of litter as you walk, to care for Mother Earth, to recycle more, to teach the little ones the names of the plants, the calls of the birds, to really gift them what many of us have been gifted by our grandparents, our parents, our teachers, the love of the earth and the appreciation of where our food comes from, her abundance. For the future is bright, and once the little ones become connected, that future becomes even brighter.
We'd like to invite that Earth Hour, as our invitation and offering to you draws towards a close, that the final voice from our offering is the fire. For you to see what you see of life, of nature, of the universe, of yourself. What do you see? Let the fire speak to you. Míle or cordia. Or special to nefa. O Lahinish Beara, Lahinish and kayak. I lower on tin now, or Chroí, or Anam, Orthoris nefa. Ilorantina. Canamus Eru.
Slán go fóil, goodbye for a little while. May your connection with our great earth be beautiful, strong, loving, and everlasting.
And as our fire speaks to you, in this moment before many of us bring back the energy of light into where we live, let's simply take one more breath consciously into the chosen darkness we are all choosing, so that we breathe into the community, the togetherness, that we do not walk this path of oneness with Mother Earth and all of nature alone. There are many who walk with us. Let us allow this tender, cozy darkness that can bring us closer to be truly celebrated, breathing into it with a slow, deep breath. Milubuicus orcoidia, Kjorkal nefa, Kjorkaloling, Deirdre or Jeffur, Banfasa, Milubuicus.